Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island, Australia. This is season 7, episode 1. Super happy to have the show back. I do really enjoy this. One thing I love about the show, man. We are over here in the America covering this. It is something I can just wake up and watch and get out. I don't need to wait till 9 o'clock at night. Don't need to wait for an hour and a half episodes. Don't need to wait for delayed drops on USA side. Don't need to watch it in opportune times for UK at 4 hour time. It's prime. I love it. I do. I enjoy it. It makes the show a lot more fun to watch because the time constraints are just completely gone, and it's great as a USA viewer. So we're in Spain again. Sophie Monk is still the host. She's still a great host, and this episode was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting kind of like an 80-minute episode, maybe like an hour and a half. Only 66 minutes, and we pretty much just got introduced to the cast. We had five girls, five boys. I did think when we saw the cast drop, I should have known this, but like the two of those will be bombshells because I guess they show us like what the because they said we'll be seeing the first episode. Um, we'll have six. We'll have six by tomorrow, which is nice. We'll see where it goes from there. But let's run through the cast real quick. So the girls coming first. They are going to be doing the choosing of who they want to couple up with first. I think if there was ties, the guys would break it. Per usual, we've all seen the show before. Let's run through them. So we have Isabel. She's 26. She's a hairstylist. Was engaged before. We didn't really get to hear a bunch about it after that, but I'm sure she'll have a conversation with somebody. Well, this will come up. Lacey, 20, a little young. 20 is pretty young to be on the show. Like, can't even drink in America. It's crazy. She's a model. Expects princess treatment. So that's something to keep in mind. She's definitely going to be a topic of discussion for the next at least 2 or 3 episodes based off of what happened tonight. Bailey, 27. She's a model. She's from Toronto. She said she's lived in Australia for 2 years. Once a mullet and a mo. So I guess if you're into that, I don't really get the appeal. But yeah, we'll see. Another one who is going to be definitely a topic of discussion for the next episode or two. Sharn, she's 28 or 26. She's sick of being an alpha in a relationship. I didn't have subtitles on for the first 20 minutes of this episode, and some of the accents I couldn't always I thought her name was Shan for a little bit, even though I looked at pictures of this cast. Sharn. I forget what she said. She's she's in management or something like that. I think she said in charge of. It doesn't really matter. Sick of being an alpha in a relationship, and we'll talk about her couple when we get there. Yana, she's 21. She is known as the Sydney Plumber Chick. Apparently, she made a bunch of TikToks about doing plumbing work, I guess. Looked like a lot of taking hair out of drains. I mean, a lot of girls should know that because it's definitely something. I mean, my wife has hair in the drain all the time. She said she loves to lead men on, so that's also something to keep in the back of your mind when I'm sure something will come up where she's involved in the triangle. So the guys, Cooper, 23, he's in sales. I think he said he sells Lamborghinis. Again, didn't have the subtitles on. He referenced selling Lamborghinis later in the episode. Don't know if that's actually what he does or if he's just high-end sales or something. But yeah, this dude, the guys never look as good as the girls. They really never do. And especially Australia, these girls blow these dudes out of the water. It's crazy. Ross, 28, he's a yoga dude. He has a mullet and a mo, so maybe Bailey will go for him. Jonathan, 22. He played for the New England Patriots. I did not have enough time to look up his stats. I'm trying to get this in before I pick up my kids at 12 o'clock. I will have something maybe for tomorrow's episode, what he does. I don't recognize him. Not a New England Patriots fan, but he's probably a practice squad dude. But I remember seeing pictures of him on the thing. I was like, this is an interesting choice with the what is it, the bungee smugglers, whatever they call it. He's definitely way cooler in person, I think, watching him actually after watching him on screen. Connor, 25, he's a nurse. He got a lot of attention in the kissing. We'll get to that in a second. Zach, 29, he is an Olympic swimmer for the country of Australia. He has 3 bronze medals. That is definitely cool. Again, they are pulling Olympians to be on the show. It's crazy. All right, so like I said, the girls are going to get to choose. They get to kiss as many boys as they want, and then they are going to step on the heart of the boy they want to couple up with. I made a little nifty graph here of the kissing, and I don't know if it'll show here, but made a little like chart with K's and who kissed who and X's who they coupled up with. There was no conflict today, so everyone went in smoothly with a coupling. Maybe that was probably why this episode went a little quicker than maybe I was expecting it to, because usually like somebody wants to couple up with somebody. Like there's somebody wants a couple girls want one dude, no guy gets picked, vice versa, things like that. So we'll run through it. So Isabel goes first. She kisses Connor and Zach. She ends up coupling up with Connor. Lacey kisses Cooper, Jonathan, and Connor. She ends up coupling up with Jotham. Jotham. Bailey kisses Ross and Zach. She ends up coupling up with Zach. Sean kisses Ross and Connor. She ends up coupling up with Ross. And then Yana kisses every single guy. And it's good that she was last. She ends up picking Cooper. We'll get to that in a second, her opinions on that. All right, so a couple of notes I have from the conversations before we had the text about the new Bombshells went in. Lacey has Jotham wants a Kenyan because he has like a tattoo about like a Kenyan shield. He says his brother's half Kenyan or his half brother's from Kenya or something like that. Man, how do you not know what that is? How do you not know that's a country? That's pretty bad. Then they start bonding about their love of animals. Good for them. Yana says that Cooper reminds her of her ex. She eventually tells him in the episode that this is the case and why maybe she is being weird with some of the conversations and the reactions. Yikes, because Cooper, no, no, no. Jotham and Lacey, they the first kiss outside of the challenge. She keeps forgetting his name though. She's calling like saying like Jotham, Jonathan, calling him the wrong names. I think she forgot somebody else's name too. Not good with names, apparently. I think she was also the one who said like in the initial like, I want a guy that's like my chat GPT. And I'm like, oh, God, this world is so cooked. It's so cooked. So cooked. People are gonna people are gonna just be dumber and dumber every year as we start watching these shows. People are gonna be like dumb as rocks. Another thing, so this didn't really. I kind of alluded to this. Bailey could be a topic. Bailey says she doesn't want kids, and I think she's talking. I don't know if she's talking to Jotham. She's definitely talking to Zach there, and Zach's like, "Well, I definitely want to be a dad." And she's like, "Why?" She's like, "He's like, I want to have a little me or a little like girl version of me. Like, I want to have kids." And look, I used to make jokes when I was younger about kids, and like, yeah, everybody does when they're younger. But once I have kids, like, it's awesome. I'm sure maybe that she said that she didn't have a mother figure in life, and look, she's allowed to do whatever she wants. But that's a pretty huge thing, and if you're getting to know them, if somebody tells you that right up front, and you know you want kids, and like this is like 20 minutes into knowing somebody, maybe 30 minutes, hour, day. I mean, it's 20 minutes to us. Yeah, somebody could be like, "Yo, I'm good. I'm ready to move on." We're so early. They haven't even like kissed outside of a challenge. They haven't done any of that stuff. They have no connection. It's to me. It's like you can just be like, "All right, we're done," and that's kind of like what the preview alludes that she. I'll get to it, but that's going to be something that tomorrow's episode will definitely. I'm sure he might even mention it in the confessional, but we'll get to that as we go. They get a text to go around the fire pit. Guys have to go to the fire pit. Girls go up to the balcony, and everyone knows what that means. We're gonna get a bombshell coming in. We have Gabby, 21. She's from the Gold Coast. She makes sure to tell us that her boobs are real. She got huge boobs. I mean, that's just an understatement. Everyone was saying it. And the guys didn't even know where to look. She was wearing a dress. Those things were thanging. They were thanging. Um, she likes Jotham. It's funny because like her and Jotham and Lacey were just talking about kids and stuff like that and things like that. And then he's already like, on my paper, this chick is gorgeous. Well, see, it honestly reminds me. This kid's very similar to I felt like last season, where like somebody comes in and like they like one of the girls is possessive of the guy, and like it just almost seems like exactly the same. But it. Maybe my memory is wrong and I'm thinking of a different season, but I just imagine something in my brain is like my memory because of just all the shows I watch. Like girl looking over the balcony, Garo comes in into him, and she's like, "Oh, stay away from my man." It's just like until it's like you can set your watch to it. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting how that plays out. I mean, she was as bombshell. She was bombing. She was bombing. That's all I'll say. That is all I'll say over here. She was bombing. Bombs away times two. Okay, so then the next text comes in. She can kiss whoever she wants. She ends up kissing Connor first, so Connor, hot commodity. Then she ends up picking kissing Jotham. Lacey is me mugging at the top of the balcony. And then the girls come down, they introduce themselves, and that's pretty much where the episode ends. And we get a preview for tomorrow. So we have the Jonathan. I'm going to say this. So my handwriting is so bad, everybody. If you've watched the 1,000 episodes that we have now, I'm going to be making that mistake the entire season because I'm just like reading notes really quickly. So Jonathan and Gabby, there's some potential there. I definitely think he's going to, if she picks him, they're going to locked up like Akon. Zach kisses Sharon. So this is what I was kind of alluding to, and I think that's probably he's probably like, well, if he wants kids and Bailey doesn't, I mean, he's just going to keep moving. Sharon also says that Ross hasn't talked to her the entire day. Maybe Ross and Bailey could go together because she did say she likes a mohawk and a mo. Is that what it says? Is that what I said? Mohawk and mo, mullet and mo. Uh, they could do a swap. It's early enough. She's crying in it, but I mean, if Ross is a little more passive and really because Sean was just like, oh, if you got a big, you wouldn't complain about a bad massage, you got to get a free thing. I mean, that's whatever you want to do there. Take that however you want to take it. Uh, and then we have a new bombshell. We have Mick, 27. He's from Melbourne. He is a creative director, whatever that means. It seems like party guy. He's like, I like how beautiful. I like beautiful girls and beautiful girls like me. Awesome, man. Like, did they just like you got to pick like a Mad Libs or you feeling something, and you just say whatever they say, just like these generic ass responses about introducing themselves is always just funny to me. Let me know what you think. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, it's obviously only episode one. Um, Interesting to see how it goes. It always is a fun time of the year for me covering these shows. Um, I enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Who do you like? Who do you like here? What couples do you like? Do you think what couples do you think are like just like not going to work, or why are they together? There's going to be some movement. Give me your predictions. What do you think of the bombshells? And just anything else in general. I don't know if I said it off the top. This is the season of Wicked Sins, which is they always come up with this stupid shit. But yeah, that is the season this year. I'll be back tomorrow for episode 2, and excited to see what happens. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.